everybody, and today we are watching my first tournament on the channel. This is the Dollhouse Road Open, right hand, backhand dominant, current rating 859 and 3 career wins. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the drive. However, I put it up there. This is probably about a 500-foot hole. Put it up for a little Caiman approach. Just threw a big hyzer, made sure I got it wide enough. Had a nice little 20-footer. It was really cold and wet out there, guys. Trust me, it was miserable. Here I am walking up to the putt. My card mates and stuff. First hole out of the way with the par. Joshua tapping in his. Moving on to the next. I'm at even par so far. Also, guys, a little disclaimer. I was not able to get the back nine of this round or the final round in store. So at the end of the video, I will have that posted. So my play here was to go destroyer, aim it right at that tree you see in the middle of the screen, and then let it fade into the fairway, and I threw it absolutely perfect, hit my line, and if you see the flag blowing in the wind, the basket is probably about a 7-foot drop, and it's kind of like a bowl. Now I actually landed this short, but it got a roll and went down into the bowl. And there's my competitor, hit his putt. There's my putt. Took a par there. Going with an S-line PD here. Just trying to make sure I don't throw in the water short. It's kind of on like a peninsula green with water left. I did kind of slip it, but at the same time I threw my flippy PD, which is not as overstable as the other one, and so it turned a little bit and stayed away from the water. Kind of left me with a bit more than I expected. Then a bit more than what I wanted. I should have gone destroyer probably, but got a little zone upshot here. This is kind of sketchy because if I go long, it's on this mound, and I've got 50-footer for par save. If I land it too short water, and I threw it perfectly, it's up on the mound. It's like a little tapping. Competitor. See a little tapping right there. Nice par. 3 pars to start the round. Not too bad here at the lodge. Very tough course. Very open, and then hard, and then wooded too. This is Moccasin Creek. Here we're at hole 18. We teed off on, oh boy, I don't even remember now, but
dead tree and that big gap.
15. We teed off on 15.
Straight, just straight as far as.
No, we teed off on 16.
Multiple times.
Sorry for my brother getting in the way, but I went star turn and didn't throw enough hyzer, overturned it, and kind of got a cut roll. Was probably 50 feet in front of the rocks left. See where my driver ended up. I got the pulling out a Champion Corvette. Just sawed this one off left. Hit the flip right, just sawed it left. And ended up in some tall grass, as you can see. Took me a little bit to find it. And at this point, I didn't know someone else was out, so went back and waited for them. Got a little zone here. Trying to throw a little forehand shot. Up for the par.
Thank you.
Tap in, so I didn't show it. Now we're on hole 1. Teed off on 15, and now we're throwing on hole 1. It was a little warmer on hole 1, so I took my jacket off, but later in the round I put it back on. Going with a star strike here. Sorry for my brother getting in the way, but then when I flip up to an Anheuser and got the perfect distance shot. This is over 410, no problem. But kind of had a sawed-off angle. Now I had one of choices, which I should have gone with the big hyzer, as you see me lining up right there with the Champion Destroyer, instead of what I did do, which was, as you'll see come up, I threw too understable on too much angle and it cut left, didn't get far enough. Should have thrown the big hyzer, but I didn't. Again, it left me this. Basically, I just threw a 100-foot roller that I could have thrown farther with a putter. Little zone, and I overpowered this and threw it long, probably about 35 feet. Don't worry about the disc, it's a G-star turn. But here, see like 35 feet area, 30, 35. And missed that. This is for the bogey. Put me over par. My goal for the tournament was make it under 13 over, and at the end of the video you'll see my over tournament score, which I easily did that. But hole 2 on the Lodge Moccasin course, you see this is a very iconic hole here. Through my turn, and I did the same thing I did on 18 and overturned it. This time I didn't overturn it to where it rolled. I overturned it to where it was just a big flex shot, and I hit that green tree just right of the farthest right sideline. And fought through this, so just busted out my Caiman. Throwing a little skip shot forehand here. Up for the par.
Thank you.
Forgot to put a par there. Going with the Star Corvette. This is a very underrated disc from Innova. And I sawed this one off left. I actually missed left of the left tree on the gap. And it was sawed off. And kind of got lucky, kind of didn't. I ended up in some long thorns and stuff, and kind of had a very tough shot. So I should be safe. There was me asking if there was a pond over there. Here I am. Basket is just long of the trees that you see there. There's a little pond short. I actually overpowered this, and as you'll see coming up, it went OB long in the road, which I didn't know until we got up there and the guy said, and my cardmate said it was OB. And so, taking my relief, sorry I blocked the basket, but yeah, I missed that putt, and then I missed and then I hit the other one, so +3. Now we're on to hole 4 here. Going T-bird 3. Threw it low, trying to throw a low shot, and obviously threw it too low. But would have been good if I got a little bit higher. Now here's a little highlight here.
Get in there. Oh.
Cage. Took a par there, didn't film my tap in, but now we're on to hole 5. Went with a Z 150 class Z flick. Any of you collectors out there will notice this. And overturned it. For all those who know, this is a flippy flick, and I overturned it, went OB in the creek. So probably going to come out of my bag, but see right here I've got a little approach shot with the pure. Just trying to make sure I throw a flat out wide right. and let it get up there. Took a bogey. Not happiest with it, but now I'm at +4 for the round so far. Around hole 6, this is downhill. Going with a Glow Rock X3. Kind of shanked it a little right, got some tree love, and stayed inbounds and in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, he might walk away. Walk 3-8.
And I had like a 60-footer or 70-footer or so for the birdie save. Looks like I kind of nicked some chains, but I didn't. Just good run, though. Took a par. Took a nice little par. And now we're on here at 7. Yes, 7. A little forehand here. Went with ice turn. When my bag comes, when my in the bag comes out, you'll get to see me talk a little bit more about this disc. But through forehand, right at one of those trees on the right, and let it turn a little bit. Through the perfect shot, the best shot of the group. And now I'm left with this, just a little pitch-up putt. I was actually trying to run this, but because it was so uphill, I put it a little, just basically laid up, took a par there. And now we're on to hole 8. This one, Glow Rock X3, grip locked it a little bit, and was going OB. Was definitely going OB. Got the best tree kick of the tournament. Most likely got a little 20-footer for the birdie. Got that birdie. That puts me back at 3 over. And there we go. Now I'm back at 3 over. We're on hole 9. This will be the last hole of the video because I wasn't able to film anything else. Sorry about that, guys, but Mako 3 just kind of shanked this one a little bit left. Could have thrown it better, but it's okay. It was okay compared to where my competitor was. No offense, but trying to go invader here. And I Anheusered it too much, and it turned over to the right and had a big putt. So here I am here, putting back. I missed it, just left. Could pull it a little bit more right and got it to go in. I took a double bogey. Okay, here is round 1. I played a +9, 883. Round 2, 3 under, 917, totaled 6 over.